Behind me is the GST. That's a single axle telescopic dump trailer. The GST is rated at 6,000 pounds. You can see we've got it paired with a little Toyota Tacoma. Makes it great for the weekend warrior, hauling some mulch, gravel, dirt, you name it on the weekends. Let's go take a look at it and see what features really make it stand out from the crowd. The first two features we're going to take a look at are the 3-stage telescopic cylinder as well as the low profile I-beam design. The 3-stage cylinder is something that we started using in 2016 on the bigger frame dump trailers like the LPD, later becoming the LPT. We found out rather quickly that that was the ultimate way to go, versus even on these small dumps you have a straight push cylinder under the bottom or a scissor lift under the bottom, which are in a pretty hard position to get started, versus having the cylinder straight on the front. It's maximum dumping power, maximum leverage, as well simplicity of servicing it. You've got your grease certs right here on the front. Your pump is very close. Just altogether a better experience, easier to use, and the most powerful that you can actually put on a trailer. Moving to the low profile I-beam design, again, we pioneered the use of this frame design in our bigger dump trailers many years ago, and in 2021 we decided to integrate that same technology into these trailers, because even in this application of using it around the farm or light landscaping, what have you, the same benefits still apply, being that when the bed is down, you have much easier access over the side of the bed. And this one has a ramp package available as well. If you're loading a piece of equipment in the back, it makes the loading angle that much better. So all around use of the trailer is greatly enhanced when you talk about getting your center of gravity as low as possible. An option that this GST is outfitted with is the board bracket and raised front option. What that does is it gives you a little bit more cubic volume inside while giving you a little bit of protection along your top rail on the outside, so that if the guy at the dirt pit or the gravel pit is loading over the side and bumps the board, it can be replaced, but it's not tearing up your powder coat. That's a cool option. I tend to refer to it as cheap insurance, just because it costs you a lot less to replace the board than it does to try and repair your side. Moving up to the front, we have a couple of more standard features that are pretty cool. The Demco Easy Latch coupler, if you've ever used one, you realize how simple it is. You leave it latched, drop it on the ball, and it auto latches. The 7K drop leg jack, nothing crazy there, but I point it out because typically on this class of trailer, other manufacturers are gonna skimp out, keep it cheap, and you got a little cheap 2K top line jack that bend seems to be under the least little pressure. So that's a great thing to have. This one is actually outfitted with a solar panel as well. A lot of folks don't have room to store these trailers inside or close to an electrical connection. So when you leave it outside, it's on a day like this, it's obviously gathering the sun and storing energy into that battery so that it helps maintain it. Because everyone, if you've messed with a battery much, the life of a battery, the health of a battery revolves all around keeping it charged. You let it go dead and you're more likely for that battery to go bad over time, versus if you can keep it charged, it's going to stay healthy longer. We're going to take a little commercial break from the features and options on the GST to talk about the payload capacity. In the intro, I mentioned that it is a 6,000 pound GVWR trailer. So gross vehicle weight rating is 6,000 pounds. That means the trailer with its cargo, with its payload inside, cannot exceed 6,000. So from the factory with Diamond C, right here on the VIN sticker, you get the raw curb weight of the trailer, which in this case, the way it's optioned with the board bracket and just exactly the way it's optioned is 1,860 pounds, which tells me when you subtract that from the gross vehicle weight of 6,000, we have just over 4,000 pounds of carrying capacity in this trailer before it reaches its maximum. The last feature that we're going to highlight is the body construction of the GST. So the GST, like I've said, is geared more for the homeowner grade, the homeowner type application, or hobby farm, light landscape, but that doesn't deter us from actually building it the way it needs to be built. So we use the same style production process as we do for our big dump trailers, and that means that this is a two-piece body with the central seam design. That means that the one side of it is one sheet, the top rail, the side, and the floor. The other is, again, another sheet, the top rail, the side, and the floor. And down the center of it, it overlaps by at least about 2 inches, giving you a very strong joint. What happens, we've seen over time with other brands, is when they butt the two sheets together, and even if they weld it the whole way, over time it begins to break apart. You see daylight, and it compromises your investment. You know, especially in times like these, you know, this represents a hard-earned investment for folks, and we want to make sure that it lasts for a long time and stands up to the grueling work that folks put them through. So the central seam design is huge. The other thing, even on the smaller dump trailer like this one, our top rail, it's kind of hard to see because of the board bracket, but is 3 inches wide versus the industry standard being 2 inches wide. That makes your side so much stronger with the big uprights that we have in place as well. That makes your side so much stronger. It's going to last a lot longer, not get deformed over time or be wavy. If you jump on diamondsea.com, there you can find the GST and a wide variety of options to make one your own. Things like 18-inch sides all the way up to 32-inch sides, solar panel, board bracket, different colors. You can make it fit your style and the job you need to do.